When it comes to my poetry, my potency is dependent on the strength of my vocabulary. And when I set myself the task of crafting lyrics, my imagination's raging at 1,000,000 revs a minute, language spilling out and filling up the spaces on my pages. I'll be scribbling for days until fatigue is overtaking the adrenaline released by crafting speech to match a beat. I set myself an expectation, which I do my best to breach. While other people's preconceptions set my diction in the street, I think it ought to be restricted to the gutters at my feet, where I splutter in the stagnant banter of an industry that's less concerned with creativity than selling CDs. What? So I have to be a G to write poetry? If that's their notion, then they clearly don't be knowing me. I add my voice to the chorus of new rappers, held back by the gangs who think that skin tone is all that matters, who only want to see their wallets getting fatter, to upgrade their status from a pizza box to silver platters. If you hold this preconception, you should drop it, because a book's cover is never as deep as what we read from it. This could be a chronicle or love sonnet. Genre doesn't make a difference when your prerogative's to be honest. You want to know of my poetic intentions? I intend to build bridges, make peace, and terminate tension. If poetry really were the food of the soul, my every rhyme would be a refill for a bottomless bowl. My primary goal is always going to be to write lyrics, however I want, regardless of barbs from harsh critics telling me that I'm terrible and I ought to quit spitting because I'm white and middle class and I don't sell drugs for a living. I'm not concerned with being respected or rewarded. I simply choose to pen a poem in this form because I adore it. And if anybody wants to critically deride me for it, I can simply shrug my shoulders when they bore me and ignore it. The only reason that I've ever had to pen a lyric is to communicate the sentiment and care that I've instilled in it, and hope those feelings transfer to people hearing it, triggering sensations in their souls so they start feeling it, and maybe spread those same sensations to their friends and relatives, to keep it radiating so the whole world can feel the benefit. And maybe then there'll be a little more love in a world that's already cramped up with too many thugs, too many young bloods who want to get their hands on a gun, too many girls just turned teenager and already a mum, too many rules and regulations keeping us under the thumb, pacifying us with politics and keeping us dumb. Whatever happened to the days of making music for fun, instead of focusing on finances to be number one? I'm only one of many poets growing sick of this attitude. You can tell me you've got talent, but it's simply a platitude, cheaply imitating others, busily spitting cliches, when we should really strive for better in this new day and age. So, let's make a fresh start, cut the gangster land crap, stop looking for reasons to divide us and stop bridging the gap. Let's make a microphone the only ammunition we have. Let's start a lyrical revolution, taking it track by track.